It took Washington coming down, the Justice Department coming down, to confront them about their injustice and to erase that from their books. And so this is history, because another story flourished because of justice denied.
A Lansing couple sharing their story of racial injustice, changing the law, and making history. Good evening, I'm Deanna Giles. Delayed but not denied is one of the many lessons in this interracial love story. News 10's Mars Anderson got a chance to speak with the couple about their story.
Minds can change, and so can laws. In the early stages of her life, then Betty Byram had not seen herself interested in dating white men. That all changed when she was introduced to John Sanford by a friend in 1968 during grad school.
She took me down on the very lower level to the canteen and introduced me to a whole lot of people. And you know, and I said, hi, hi, hi. And then she introduced me to John, and I said hi, and we kept talking.
Soon after, the couple fell for one another and decided to get married in 1971, which sparked concern among their families.
When I did make my parents aware that I was dating John and then that we were going to marry, they just expressed their concern.
As to what we were walking into, what we may encounter.
While both families remained supportive of the couple's union, they encountered trouble while attempting to obtain a marriage license days before their wedding in Georgia.
When we went in to meet with the ordinary, it was clear who we were, and we made him aware that we were here to get a marriage license, and he made us aware that he could not issue that because of the race difference.
The couple decided to call on the U.S. Attorney General, knowing Georgia law had been outdated following the U.S. Supreme Court ruling of Loving versus Virginia, which legalized interracial marriage in 1967. 18 days later, the couple received their marriage license and became the first to legally marry as an interracial couple in Georgia. The Sanfords now 53 years into their marriage.
There was no question that Betty's connecting us to the federal government caused the Georgia law to disappear. The U.S. Justice Department sued the state of Georgia, and of course, needless to say, the U.S. Justice Department won.
While the couple was the first in the state to legally marry after challenging the law in the state of Georgia, it was the landmark civil rights case of Mildred and Richard Loving that paved the way. The couple was sentenced to a year in prison for marrying one another. In June 1967, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in the couple's favor, overturning their convictions and made it legal for interracial couples to marry nationally.